We covered. We covered in essay point of view also. You can write essay also. Write about the women empowerment essay. Write all this. I didn't discuss it, but we will discuss now. Urban issues. Women urban area. Tell me what are the problems which urban woman is facing. Eve teasing will be more in urban areas when compared to rural areas. Why? Because in rural areas, the people will own their village. They will not eve tease their own village girls. Village boys will own the village girls, there will be no eve teasing. Eve teasing is endemic to urban areas. So, what serious problem which is present in urban area is eve teasing. Next, nowadays, current affair, love jihad. On the name of love jihad, there is it's an acquisition, it's an allegation. On the name of love jihad, there is the conversion of religion is happening in urban areas on urban women, whereby a community boy is trapping another community girl and getting married and changing her religion. That particular concept is called as love jihad when it is in the context of Hindus and Muslims. So, second issue which is present in urban women issues is the issue of religious conversion on women on the name of love jihad. Second problem, exclusive problems with respect to urban women. Third, tell me. Third, very good. Moral policing, abhimita pamarti, correct. Moral policing. Moral policing is more in urban areas. What is moral policing? Like going into the pubs, beating them, how you are, what you are doing here in the pubs, or moral policing. Or if a boy and girl is sitting in the park, these groups will go, Muslim groups will go, Hindu groups will go, and they will beat them. Sometimes they don't know what is their relationship also, they will forcefully, the day is coming now. For 5 days, whether they are brothers, whether they are what they are, they just want popularity. So what they will do, they will make them to married, and our media people will telecast it for their TRP. What will happen on to them, no one will bother. Third is moral policing. Fourth, protection. Protection. Why? Because in urban areas, woman is going to the workplace. In rural area, woman is not going to the workplace. If she go to the workplace is agriculture. By 6 o'clock, she will come back. But protection for women in nights is a problem. So, security issues are more in urban areas. Then what are the solutions? Solutions like she teams of Telangana state is very popular, whereby the protections are provided. Number 2, there are exclusive buses provided for women. There is a compulsory rule that if it is a night shift, she should be provided with transportation facility. More, police should be very strict with respect to the people who are doing moral policing. Next, there should be a regular feedback mechanism should be taken from urban area, mainly from working women, such that she can design her own security plan with the help of government. These are the solution for urban women issues. Overall, we discussed about health of women, education of women, economical issues of women, workplace in women, corporate world women, political women, societal women, public places women, family women, defense women, sports, art and science, rural, and so this is about, means what? Women issues related essay we completed, women issues related social issues we completed, Indian society complete women based issues we completed. No other topic is left in women issues. Now one more topic is there which is called as women organizations. I will tell you why. Because see, more than the government, there should be role of non-governmental organizations like associations. There should be role of associations who work for the empowerment of women, who work for the rights of women. Government, up to the limit they will work. Government officers, up to their limit only they can work, but they will not participate. Who will participate with the women? Organizations, associations, community based organizations, civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations. They can actively participate with women for the development of women. So, some organizations came into picture in pre-independence. Arya Samaj, Prarthana Samaj, Mahila Mandals, Mahila Parishads, All India Women Conferences. So slowly the women in the British times, by seeing the British people, education were being advocated for Indian women. But it is not getting penetrated. So some great people like Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Vidyasagar, Pule, Savitribai Pule. So some people started advocating for the rights of women in pre-independence time. But it have a problem. What is the problem? Means in that women associations, the members are men, leaders also men. So on the name of women association, who are leading it? Men are leading. And men is coming to a conclusion. Finally he is telling everything. They should go to education. They should be empowered. But one thing is compulsory. First they have to cook at home and then only they have to go. Yes, you have all the right. You have to study, you have to educate, you have to talk, but first duty is, first you cook at home, then only you go. So it is because they are the people who are not sufferers. So they cannot understand. There is no compassion, there is no sympathy, there is no empathy. Why? Because they are not participants, because they are not the sufferers. So in pre-independence times, the women associations were not successful. Why? Because the members are men. And finally they advocated patriarchal thing only. Finally they advocated patriarchal mind. Means what? Yes, you get education. But which education? Art. Not science. Yes, education is important. But which education? Art. So those women organizations were not successful. Then what happened? By the time 1885, the Congress came into existence. Indian National Congress came into existence. Then Indian National Congress became very big by 1905. Then people got confidence that yes, under the Indian National Congress we might get confidence. Then these associations told that yes, these associations, these organizations who are working for the rights of women, yes, we will fight, but when? After getting independence. Now what you do? You don't advocate for women associations, first we will fight for independence. So these women organizations were being dismantled and told that the most important thing is what? Independence. When you get independence, you only make the law. But first we will fight for. So this small rudimentary virgin, new infant women organizations, they didn't become adolescent, they got collapsed. And these all women organization leaders joined into freedom movement. See, our topic is not freedom movement, our topic is women organization. So I am talking from the perspective of women organizations. So women organizations got collapsed. Why? Because these all leaders shifted their agenda from women development, from women empowerment to independence. Means what? 1905 to 1947. For 4 decades, no question for women empowerment, no demand for women empowerment. So women's got more, they went more deep rooted. The patriarchy became more deep rooted. Why? Because the people were not ready to talk about the issues which are faced by. Why? Because agenda is shifted from women to independence. Then we got independence. After getting independence, now those leaders, we got independent. Now they want what? Power. They want what? Seat. They want, see, we are participated, we dropped our women organization, we dropped our agenda and we got independence. So who should enjoy the fruits of independence? We should. So those all women leaders who participated in independence, now they became leaders. They became MLAs, they became MPs. Now also no one is there to talk about women or women organizations or women empowerment. The same leader is important. No, without leader nothing can happen. Leader should be there. Compulsory for any movement, for any organization, there should be leader. Without leader, no movement, no organization will be successful on the earth. If every people think that I am leader, then the country will collapse. There should be a system whereby one leader should be present. So what happened after independence? There are no women organization, there is no leaders. And these all women leaders, they became politicians. They became MLAs, they became MPs, they started enjoying the power. I am telling you the story of women organizations. We got independence. Once upon a time, Jamindars, they became politicians. Harassment didn't stop. Women harassment increased. Sexual assaults increased. people got confused. Education, people are telling to get education, but they are not able to get education. So they were confused. So 1970, the women who got faced exploitation or harassment, they joined movements like Tebaga movement in Bengal, Naxalite movement in Andhra Pradesh. So slowly what? The women who suffered, they entered into violent movements. Women who faced the problem, like Poolan Devi. You might know about Bandit Queen, the Poolan Devi. First she joined in Naxalites. Then she became first she faced a lot of problems. Then she joined a robberies group. Then she joined Naxalite group. Then she became politician. Why she became? Because she got suffered. She got exploited. So this exploited woman joined what? Naxalite movements, violent movements. And those Naxalite movement is increasing. By 1980, what happened? Law and order problem is becoming very severe. Now government started focusing, why this much movement and this much recruitments are happening? Are you getting my point? It is making sense? Whether it's making sense? So recruitment is happening. This many people, how they are joining in this violent force? Why so much recruitments are happening? So much joinings are happening. Who are joining? Sir, women are joining. Secretary told, chief secretary. Or to the secretary to the Ministry of Home. Women are joining. Why they are joining? Sir, women complaint is no one is bothered about their problems. So this violent organization they want to join, and they want to take violence into their hands, and they want to destroy the people who create problem for them. Then the government from 1980 started focusing on, now it's time to focus on women issues, women problems. So for that to face or for that to remove the problems, there should be one platform, and that platform is called as women organizations. You come to women organizations, tell your problem, there will be leaders, they will discuss and they will tell to the government, and we will solve your problem. In that way again women organizations came into existence, like what? All India Democratic Women Association, AIDWA, like what? Self-Employed Women Association, SEVA. So different women organizations came in India, and they started this, platforms are created like anti-Dahej, Dahej Virodhi Manch. Dahej means what? Dowry. Some movements came against Devadasi system, some movements came against sexual harassment, some movements came against who are not making the women to get education. So in that way the women organizations grown, and today it became very big. If any woman went to any women association and tell that person told that he will marry but he didn't marry, means next day tent will be in front of your house. The next day tent will be in front of us, and 20 media houses will be there. Nowadays YouTube channels also become news channels. YouTube channels will be in the second line, in the first line there will be, and they don't know the story, and they will create story whatever they want. So it's because of what? Women association, women organizations. There is a question, but some increasing women related NGOs are only focused towards whitewashing money of rich. From my personal experience, NGOs can be made, but they should be scrutinized. Correct, yes. True, Abhimita. Women organizations. What I told up to now as a story, it is there. Yesterday we gave you printouts. It is there. The same will be here. See, women organizations emerged in India because of spread of education and the establishment of notion of new woman. Who is this new woman? Education. Education entered. So because of the notion of new woman, and the new woman is nothing but educated woman is called as new woman. Mainly in pre-independence what happened? An exclusive feature of Indian women's crusade is the fact that early efforts at women's liberation were set in motion by, for women empowerment, who set in motion? Men. Social reformers such as Raja Ram Mohan Rai, Maharshi Karve, Swami Dayanand Saraswati challenged the conventional subservience of women, stimulated widow remarriages, and supported female education. But who? Men. Through which organization? Women organization only. But who are the members? Men are the members. Mahila Mandals organized by Hindu reformist organization such as Arya Samaj and Brahma Samaj encouraged women to go out of the boundaries of their homes and interact with other members of the society. Pandita Ramabai, who was considered as one of the innovators of the feminist movement, with the help of Justice Ranande, established Arya Mahila Samaj in 1882. In that way, some organizations came into existence. Though the National Social Conference was formed at the third meeting of Indian National Congress in 1887, the Mahila Parishad means Mahila wing of Congress is called as Mahila, means separate wing for Mahila, formed is called as Mahila Parishad, means a political wing. A political wing of Congress for women is called as Mahila Parishad. Though a National Social Conference was been formed like an independent political party, it was not that much influential, but Congress is already established. For that Congress, a Mahila Manch came, a women organization, a women wing came. That women wing is called as Mahila Parishad. So then onwards, people started discussing about women organizations. Why? Because it is an arm of Congress. This initiatives greatly influence the social status of women. Why? Because political party, no. The reforms were planned for restricted upper caste. Then, who these reforms before independence were being made, who is getting the benefits? Upper caste women, not lower caste women, upper economical women, not lower economical women. So it was targeted on upper caste. It targeted on rich people. So these reforms were been, whatever they made, were been going only to the benefits of, and did not take up the cause of huge masses of poor and working class women. Male guided organizations still pursued. Male guided organizations still perceived the household as the woman's priority and not make efforts to employ education as an instrument to improve their. So they were been telling, but they are also understanding reality. If she go out, then who will cook food? Slowly we will do. Why? Because it will be like a domicile sword, like killing knife. Domicile sword means what? A famous killing our own with our own knife. It is called as domicile sword. So slowly they are making. You get education, but first you cook, later you go. So it was not successful. Then what happened? They joined national movement. 1907 Congress, Mahila wing. So this Mahila wing, all Mahila were being taken into independence movement, not for women. So completely women organizations were being kept till they get education. It is the reason we tell, no, in our Indian national movement, the participation of women, they contributed a lot. What is the contribution? They left the women organizations and joined independence movement. In this period, major enhancement of women was in terms of political participation of women and in independence movement by supporting civil disobedience. The famous women organizations in pre-independence are Women India Association, created by Margaret Cousins. Margaret worked widely for the social and educational emancipation of women. Associated with Theosophical Society, it encouraged non-sectarian religious activity and did creditable work in promoting literacy, setting up shelters for widows and providing relief for disaster victims. So one of the famous association in pre-independence is what? Women India Association. Second one is called as National Council of Women in India. These two associations came, but however, they worked under the control of Indian National Congress. So they were not so much active. So till independence, no much development happened with respect to understand like a story. After the class, you go and tell to your friend. I will tell you the story of women organization. How it started, how it was not successful, then how the women entered into the violent movements like Naxalite, then the government head got bent down. Please don't join in Naxalite movement. Come near me. I am creating a platform. Come here and you tell your problems. They will tell me and I will solve your problem, but don't join in. In that way, the women organizations again became stronger. Period of post-independence. Nothing happened till 1947. After independence, early women organization came to standstill and women leaders joined. Thus, there is a pause in women organization and women. What happened from 1907 continued till 1947. After 1947 also there was a pause. Why? Because all leaders joined. This evolution you have to understand, when you read your economy also. Economy we should not remember like facts. We have to understand the flow. Like a story, oh, like this it happened, then it happened, then it happened, then it is called as reasoning. You see any debate, they tell like a story. In your Rajya Sabha channel or Lok Sabha channel, when you see the debates, they tell like a story how it happened, event wise event, event wise event, event wise event. That is called as, that if you tell the same in your hostel to your friend, then the hostel friend will, you got very good concept. That is called as conceptual clarity. People tell, no, conceptual clarity, conceptual clarity. Conceptual clarity means what? You ask, what is conceptual? Conceptual clarity means a storyline. Discontent women, but what happened? There are some discontent women. Who are discontent women? Who suffered under upper caste men, who were being forced for dowry, who were being sexually harassed. They are called as discontent women. They don't have any association, they don't have any organization, police are not taking care, there is no laws. There is only one alternative, that is called as suicide. That is the reason dowry suicides were been more in 1950, 1960, 1970, 1980. Out of 10 women who got married in 1970s, mainly 1970s, 10 women who got married, 1 woman used to do suicide after her marriage. That was the level. Now 100 women got married, not a single suicide now. A very big transformation because of active women organization, not government. Women organizations are important. Women organizations are support system. Discontent women joined Tebaga movement in Bengal, the Telangana movement, mainly women who involved in Andhra Pradesh, or the Naxalite movement. As women enrollments increased in this, gender-based issues were raised. Now the government started thinking, who are there? These many bombs they are throwing, suicide bombs are there. From where they are doing all this? Sir, this all will be done by women. Women, why they are doing so? Sir, you didn't bother did Sims up to now, so they are showing there. What I did? You didn't allow for the growth of women organizations. So there is no vent for the grievances. Yes or no? If I have a problem, if I tell to someone, some pleasure will be there, some satisfaction will be there, whether he is solving or not. If at least one person is there to listen, it is a very big thing. Yes or no? We don't want to solve, at least one person is listening means yes. But if there is no person to listen to our problem, then what will happen? We will die inside. That was the condition for women till 1970s and 1980s. In the meantime, in Ahmedabad, the first attempt at a women's trade union was made with establishment of self-employed women association called as Seva. At the initiative of Ila Bhatt, she is a Raman Magsaysay Award recipient. Major objective was to improve the condition of poor women who worked in the unorganized sector by providing training, technical aids, collective bargaining based on Gandhian ideals. Seva has become a remarkable success. So women who were being discontent, few women joined in terrorist, Naxalites, Tebaga is also terrorist, violent groups. Some women joined self-employed women association. So in that way, some groups came which were successful, but everyone cannot join. No? It is somewhere located in Gujarat. Seva is located somewhere in Gujarat. It's an example. There is no branches. If I want to get that empowerment, I have to go to Gujarat. Means only Gujarat women got satisfied, but not other states. Issue-based movements came, like deforestation and ecological movement. So some places women themselves they responded, like Chipko movement against deforestation. They catched the trees. When they are felling the trees, who wins? Women. Who empowered means no one, they themselves. Why? Because the trees are their livelihood. Issue-based movements came into existence. Meanwhile, made many women in the Himalayan region to save trees and prevent contractors from felling them. Anti-dowry movement. Sustained campaigns were launched through protests, demonstrations, posters, street plays against dowry deaths. For this purpose, several women organizations collectively formed a joint front called as Dahej Virodhi Chetna Manch. Chetna means empowerment. Manch means dowry. Dahej, Manch means platform. Dahej means dowry. Anti means Virodhi. Anti-dowry empowerment platforms. Because of this only in 1961 Dowry Prohibition Act came into existence. Some other organizations came in slowly. Some of the earliest self-governing women's or groups were been Progressive Organization of Women, we are called as POW. Hyderabad, very, very famous. The Forum Against Rape, now defined as Forum Against Oppression of Women. Stree Sangarsh Samata, Delhi. All India Democratic Women Association. Among the first campaigns that women groups took up was the struggle against. So first they discussed more about rape, then it was with respect to dowry, then it is with respect to dowry death, then it is with respect to domestic violence. In that way, step by step, the women organizations started discussing about. That is the reason today woman is safe. That is the reason woman is empowered today. If these organizations were not there, then today women would be vulnerable women, exploited women. Why? Because it is not the government. Someone should take the issue to the government. Someone should demand the government. These organizations demanded the government. So women organizations have their role in the growth of women in India. Like what? POW. Like what? AIDWA. Stree Sangarsh and Samata. Indian women movement mainly worked for 3 goals finally. They worked for what? They worked for 3 goals. Upliftment of women through education, through health, upliftment of women. Equal rights for both men and women. Against prevailing social evils and sexual harassment. These were the main issues discussed by women organizations in India. Because of these women organizations only, those problems were being solved as of now up to some extent. Got it? This is the importance of women organizations. See, Lokpal Act came in 2013. Government was reluctant to make Lokpal legislation, but it is because of Anna Hazare. Who is he? He is an empowered citizen. With him, what is there? With him, civil society organizations are there. Like what? India Against Corruption, IAC, which is headed by Arvind Kejriwal. Then only, Arvind Kejriwal became famous. Because of these organizations only, Lokpal came into existence. Dowry Prohibition Act, which today is safe from dowry deaths, or today woman is safe from dowry because of Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. Whether government made it? No. Government was forced to. Who forced it? Women organizations. Like what? A platform called as Daheji Virodhi Chetana Manch. 2011 Delhi rape case happened. All the Delhi women came onto the roads. Women associations like All India Democratic Women Association across India, they did hartals. Then in 2013, the government of India made an amendment which is called as Criminal Amendment Act. Criminal Amendment Act called as 2013, which made very rigid. Acid attacks, stalking, everything which is against women is a criminal offence. So today we appreciate, yes, criminal law or a Criminal Amendment Act is a very good legislation made by the government for the protection of women. They didn't made it voluntarily. It was been made by